Intro.
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are those times when you want to talk sports. And there's times you want to look at pictures. But there's other times
You want to wait.
when you simply need the good news, the bad news, and that other shit. Whoa.
I just want to let everybody know so they know this. We all men experience some good time with some bad bitches.
And some of you, yeah. And some bad times with some good bitches. Some good times with some bad bitches. Some bad times. Then sometimes if they wanted, we were the bitch. Y'all get that move. Wake up a little tingly. All right. Good news, bad news. I got news. Okay, first of all, I told y'all I had some, okay.
Wow.
Okay, first of all, I didn't know if this was good news or other shit.
That's other shit.
This other shit? 800-pound Stingray. Now, they think it's 800 pounds, but they didn't really want to put them on the scale. So they were guesstimating based on the length and the width. And 800 pounds. Now, what you see here is they are freeing the Stingray. Everybody freeing the Stingray. Sitting free.
Wait, Mario.
Go free.
Mario, who's
Free as the
missing
wind blows.
in this picture right here?
Black people. They would be firing up that oil. Talking about shit. Slice that shit up.
No, but you know, we
well,
all
chicken-
love the, what was he? The
Chicken
the alligator man or whatever?
Corin.
Crocodile
Yeah.
man or whatever. Remember he
Yes.
Yeah,
He
Jeff.
got pierced by, look at the stinger on this bad boy.
Right.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah, that's
no.
like that nature shit will kill you. Just tell you what, I'm never out there. Just tell you.
That's cold. That's cold.
But so
That's
okay.
cold. That's a good one, though.
that's a good one.
That's a good one. Because, look, you know what? Actually, it's the closest thing to almost looking like an alien. When
Yeah,
you
that's
look at
true.
that Stingray, it has all
Or a
those
ship,
features.
huh? Or a
Like,
spaceship,
right.
huh?
It's
Yeah,
alien
yeah.
looking. So,
Alien.
it's a good thing. I like that, man. I like that look.
Almost got a predator kind of look.
Look
to
at
it.
kind of
right.
looking around, little
Yeah.
stingray head.
Right. He looks like an alien.
Now,
Closest thing
I
to-
wonder,
There's no way.
are y'all familiar with the stingray genitals?
Okay, can we go to the next subject?
Have you ever wondered
Lord.
about how the stingrays,
No.
because they do sexually reproduce.
No.
I'm just trying to understand. Okay, so we have these science
I'm
majors.
not interested.
No way. No way.
I just want them away
Okay.
from me. I thought they were cool at first. I thought we could swim with them and everything until they killed the crocodile hunter or whatever crocodile. man.
That's I'm telling you, that nature shit.
once that happens-
every time, go out there, they'll bite you right in the ass. Well, how about this though? This picture is going viral. It's a picture of a tiny baby seal kissing his mother, and look at
cute.
that's kind of the face of one of my exes right there.
That's wrong.
It's just,
Wait, the baby or the mother?
now that I think about it, both. But this is a wonderful. Just want you to see. So I had good news.
That's cute.
Now,
That is good news.
Okay.
That is good news.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me stop. We went on a 25, 30-minute rant about women waiting, good bitches and bad bitches. Even to the point that we were trying to find a positive thing. And the best thing we can get for positive news is a little hairy mongrel kissing a big old hairy mongrel, and that's it. No other follow-up. That's it.
That is the pleasant shit.
That's it.
Okay.
The good news is that he will wait for sex. That's the good news.
I just have to go
Mario will wait for
wait
sex.
till Pornhub.
Okay.
I got the premium Pornhub. If it ain't your girl ain't on there, then someone look like her.
Mac,
Go on there and get a lookalike date for the night.
Mac, I am worried. I'm going to make the call.
Wait, blow up dolls? You got a blow up doll in the closet?
No.
Seal love. This is it. A seal
But I
kiss.
do have that special drawer. Everybody knows that special drawer that's on the side of the bed, and one of those things. There's always that special drawer.
Wait.
So you go to the special drawer,
Okay.
where they have all the little tubes of the little lubricants, and the big old jar of Vaseline with the big 3-finger dip in the middle.
Oh, that Costco size. That Costco size Vaseline.
That's
huh?
right.
It's just wrong.
Especially when you get to it, and it's like a big old huge divot in the middle, and there's only Vaseline down at the
Lord,
bottom around the sides.
TMI.
Way too
much.
TMI.
You go like,
It's too much.
what has he been using? You go like, baby, why are you using that much Vaseline? Where is the Vaseline?
No.
I was like, now you checking my Vaseline?
No.
A brother can't even have
This is
his
terrible.
Vaseline to himself.
Oh, okay.
That's
I thought
terrible.
you meant.
I'm just
also-
saying, people
yeah,
measure your
yeah.
Vaseline.
That's
And
serious.
you trying to.
That's serious.
All right, now I'm trying to show you something funny, but let me go tell you this
Okay.
story. I'm trying to get you this video because the whole thing with Ferguson is one thing. You know, lately, okay, there's a lot of racial stuff going on. And some people say it's worse. Well, I say no, it's not worse, and that's part of my point of view today. It's not worse. It's that everybody's willing to talk about it, and most importantly, white folks. When I was a kid, none of this was news because no one gave a shit. They were like, "Oh, the police killed another nigger." Oh, that's not news. It's not news.
That's
It
true.
was not news in my day.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even care. It wouldn't be
hear
on
it in
news.
the
No one,
songs, you
right?
hear it in a lot of
Everything. We're
stuff.
gonna.
Yeah, yeah.
So. The fact that it's now a big issue is the part that moves me so because even though I never thought about it, I was just prepared to fight white folks pretty much the rest of the way on out. Not all, but the racist ones. Because in America, you kind of got the viewpoint, you're going to be fighting some of these folks. And then what happened is you met more and more conscious folks. I was at least blessed enough to have a family that had friends that were from all groups.
Which is
Jewish,
good, yeah,
white. So
yeah.
I always knew good white folks, but I also knew that a lot of the ones I was running to were being very hostile to me for no reason.
Yes.
And I was also one of those kids in LA's first busing program. So when they show the little kids on the bus pulling up to the school, and there's the mass of the white folks with the placard saying, "We don't want you, get out of here."
Oh,
I
my
was one of
goodness.
those black kids on that bus.
Right.
Wow.
Okay, and believe me, that what the school was like after that, I was systematically ignored. Okay, I can tell you, if I raised my hand, the teacher never saw it. So things have
Wow.
changed. So the point of view I have is that I'm actually celebrating the controversies that we have today, you guys. And I'm going to suggest everybody take that point of view. Even though I know everybody gets mad, I'm saying if you understand that the reason why it's news is because the world has changed and you can't get away with the same things anymore, then you can celebrate the fact that people are out there marching together and showing that they are communities of different types.
That's right.
And things are different. And that's the reminder. So it's not, again, that there's more race. It's not more racism now. It's a better world. You get to see it now because it's news.
That's true.
And
That's
before
true.
it was never news.
Right.
It was never news.
the norm.
Right. It was the norm. And so in some ways, it doesn't make me angry. It's funny. I can watch some of this stuff and you guys say, what is with Mark? I'll have a smile sometime. Because I go like, for the first time, it's being exposed. I said, you know how long police been kicking ass? Come on now, white folks, I tell you, get anybody black you know. You know every black man I know has police stories.
Yes.
Every.
No matter what they do.
No, every
No matter
black
what they
man
do.
my age. Every single, Mac, tell him.
Right.
Every black man my age. You say you exaggerate. Go ask him. Every black man my age has police stories.
Right.
Not one. They have a cavalcade.
Right.
So police been kicking ass a long time. Okay?
Mario, tell me
Murdering
this.
us
Tell me
a
this
long
because
time.
this would be very inspirational for other young people that have been going through a lot of stuff. So, how did you, with the teacher telling you you'll never be anything, and not when you raise your hand, they don't listen to you or whatever, or don't call on you? How did you become a doctor? I mean, what did you use for motivation to help you through all that?
Those are very You know, it's funny. I've had this conversation with some of my other friends. As we were getting older, when we kind of were in our 30s after going through, we realized in a strangest way, and I don't want you to take it wrong, that without those bad experiences, we wouldn't have become the people we are. It's like we realized that without racism, without our personal struggles against racism, we wouldn't even be the people that we are.
That makes sense.
Those struggles of sexism, imagine you could have been born a woman in a rice field in China. I'd rather be in Compton.
Right.
Okay, I'm sorry. There's no comparison to me.
Yeah.
Or you could have been born working in the fields in Korea, in North Korea. I'd rather be in Compton. Okay, I'm sorry. There's some rough shit out there.
Yeah.
Okay,
There is.
so this is where life is poignant in a sense, right? And I don't look back at those things and go, look, I had it so rough. Everybody was dealing with shit when I was coming up. You know, my mother used to call me to the TV to watch the news when they were talking about the Negroes. The Negroes. That's the way. I remember when Tom Bradley, how many times did he run for mayor? Like 3 times or 4 times? Or was it 5? I remember Mayor Yorty just going, do you really want one of them to be mayor?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
He said it right there on the air.
That's crazy.
That's the way they talked in our day. So it is a better day. I want to make that clear to you guys because I wanted to show you some about the stuff about the frat party bus, because this is the one that everybody's talking about, okay? This is the one that from the University of Oklahoma, because we're going to talk a little bit about the fraternity, if the video will play. And we never know, because the stuff is acting a little funky tonight.
We call this, you guys, right now, we call it the cooldown period, the transition. Many of you guys have run out of the room because it was getting a higher level of sensitivity in the room. There was a lot of exhaling, but there was also a coming around of karmic pleasure in this room. If it wasn't for the gracefulness of Michelle Guerin here, we wouldn't be guaranteed this lofty, unbelievable,
a little moist
talk show with the reality and the aspects of little people that Mario dated. It all started there.
We've all dated some.
You all right, Michelle?
We can have that discussion. What's the most unattractive person you ever dated because you were horny? That could be a discussion. What's the most unattractive person that you would never admit to any of your friends? Do you have one of those people that you can never let any of your friends or your family ever see? Because they're that unattractive.
One of those 2 a.m. dates.
But you did it a few times.
Paper bag dates.
So the lesson here is, you guys, if you ever come in this studio, but you damn go out and ask Mario, did he date any little people? I'm just letting you know, because we'll play this video back for you to let you know what's up. Don't ask him. Now, you can ask him about tall people, but don't ask him about small people.
No, but it sounds like he had an epiphany, though. You know
Well,
what I'm saying? It seems like
I'm trying to show you this video of University of Oklahoma, but none of our shit is working, you guys. Okay, you guys, Sigma Alpha Epsilon, they had, how many of you have seen the video of Sigma Alpha Epsilon doing the racist chant, University of Oklahoma? Now, of course,
yes.
When you go ask the students at University of Oklahoma, what is it like to attend the university? What is it like, Jamal? You too, Nashika? What is it like to attend the University of Oklahoma? It's fucked up! It's fucked up! It's fucked up! No, tell us. As it turns out that these fraternities have a history. Let me tell you some of the parties that they've had. They had Border Night. I guess Border Night is a big one. Border Night is when you dress up as people trying to sneak across the border and the people trying to catch them.
Oh my God.
That's right.
They have Compton Night.
Oh my Compton Night.
They had.
So what do they do? Drive-bys?
They had Back to Africa Night.
What?
They had Back to Africa Night. Okay.
What is that? They
so
dress
you dress up like
Africans?
and just like Compton Night, you dress up like hood rats.
Oh my God!
And then they get the best DJs though, the really best DJs.
You've been there, Mario?
No, are you kidding? Hell no. I'm blowing up shit. I'll be outside calling the police. Oh, I can't find my daughter. She's 13 and they were giving her drugs. Here's her panties. Help! Help! There's a white woman in there with a bunch of black guys. Help! That's what we used to do in my day. If you ever want to get the police, you would call them up and say, there's a white woman and 5 black guys jumping on her.
And they'd be there like they were
that was
around
the way
the
you
corner.
would get the police. But anyway, so I didn't realize the fraternities had gotten this bad. They stole a teepee at UC Davis. Oh, Lord. And then after they were told to put the teepee back, they were later got drunk and went out and pissed on the teepee while Native American students were actually sleeping inside of it.
Oh, that's
at part of the
horrible.
display or whatever. They had a big teepee day.
Wow.
This is some of the stuff. The same Sigma Alpha Epsilon fraternity, the one that was involved, had 18 chapters in California in 2010. Since then, 14 of them have faced discipline or punishment. 14. So everywhere they are, they're one of the oldest fraternities in the United States. At UC Davis, Man, serving alcohol to minors. USC, it was suspended for 3 years by the national organization. Wow.
That's horrible.
So these fraternities with these racist chants. Now, I will say this: as someone who's gone through America's wonderful graduate school system, I just found people got more intellectual with their racism. In other words, to me, there was racism. There's been racism everywhere I've ever been. Okay, everywhere, absolutely everywhere, and people just get more intellectual about it.
True.
But the same fraternity had a freshman die of alcohol poisoning in 2008.
Wow.
Wow. At Stanford, just a few weeks ago, they were put on suspension for 2 years in response to complaints of sexual harassment of women. Wow. So I want you guys to be really aware of some of these parties. Imagine a party called Border Night. You go there in your sombreros. Okay. Or Compton Night, you dress up like a hood rat. Okay. I would say that's fairly racist. I would say fairly racist.
Yes, it is.
So again, good news, bad news. That was the bad news. Okay,
Yes.
so but here's the good news. Remember, I started out. The good news is that people care. Things have changed. The same infractions by the same fraternities, even with the same university president, were not dealt with the same way just years ago. So people change in their sensitivities too. That's the other thing that I'll say. We have to allow room for people to grow. Now, this is where the older me is speaking, not the younger me, because the younger me, you're too mad and pissed off. But the older me tells you that there are a lot of people who did not know when they really led naive, sheltered lives and did not know how bad things were. There's a lot of white folks out there. They are fucked up right now. They're just all shocked and shit. And America leaves the world in shock because they had never known, and they're blaming themselves for their naivety. Okay, but what my point is being, we have to allow room for people to grow so that when they become aware of these things, allow them to process it as a human being and grow from that. So we have to be willing to encourage people, and that's where, even on a personal level, it helps to respond to people with kindness.
Right.
In other words, when you have friends that are not black that are struggling with some of these issues, you could respond to this with kindness and recognize for a lot of them. I was told by some of my white friends that they learned. I'm just telling you, they say, Marl, I didn't know a bunch of the shit you told me, I never would have thought. Till you told me. They said, I never would have thought. I had no idea till you told me. So I said, once again, I'm telling you guys this stuff because I want us to allow room for people to grow. And therefore, it may sound corny, but I'm saying love is the answer. So, white folks struggling with this issue of prejudice, instead of being sarcastic or nasty to them, I suggest we try to respond to them with kindness, encourage them on their journey. Because a whole lot of folks are coming together behind these causes, even overseas. And I think as black folks, we need to be a little more cognizant of that. Yeah. A lot of us are, but a lot of us aren't. A lot of us are, but a lot of us aren't. Because we're in a distance. Whereas the young folks, they're a lot more cohesive, because they're like, you're not going to support me in this, we all in school together, you're not going to, okay, see, that's because now they have more friends. So I think it's a wonderful, wonderful moment.
It is.
Yep.
For the I Can't
Definitely.
Breathe,
Definitely.
when you saw the nationalities in the street walking, and like
Totally.
you said, it's worldwide now.
And that's the video I wanted to show you. Now, last thing to fuck you up. Because it fucked me up. I'm sorry, I know, because a lot of curse words today. Hate to be like that. Sorry, Mom. You know I'm not really sorry. Okay, but sort of. Okay, I was trying to understand the whole thing with the health issues in California because I'm one of the ones who was very dissatisfied with the president's health care plan. People say it was better than nothing. I say, yes, that's what it is. It's
better than nothing.
Maybe not, because he also guaranteed like $800 million to the same old assholes. Made them a bunch of money, okay, for that limited enrollment where you still have well over 30% of the United States don't have any health care.
True.
So I wonder what it's. I don't believe it's 30. Okay, anyway, in the state of California, the thing that's been bankrupting our educational system is the pension, the health care benefits and the pensions. Now, this goes back to 2005. Okay, but now you guys say, Mara, what do you mean? When Jerry Brown became governor, he talked about it. In other words, the state cannot afford to pay for the health care. They have a bunch of health care workers out there, okay? So your California school districts, okay, they have failed to prepare. And that's part of the whole crisis in California. Now, you say, Mara, I still don't understand. Let me give you the numbers, because the numbers are so big that this will help you understand. LA Unified, their total liability, that's unfunded, $10.9 billion.
Wow. Billion.
Fresno, little ass, broke ass Fresno, $820 million. San Francisco Unified, $681 million. Sacramento, $633. Long Beach by itself is $282 million. But LA Unified is $10.9 billion. The state of California has $20 billion in unpaid for health care benefits.
Wow.
And what they're trying to do, remember, let me just tell you what some of the stuff that'll scare you. Since they can't pay for everybody, they're going to cut off health care benefits first. Or let's play this. They're not going to pay for those people who have the least legal reserve. In other words, so the retired teachers and all the retired folks, they're going to cut off their benefits first.
Oh my goodness.
Because they have the least potential to sue. Whereas the unions have a greater potential to sue. But now, if you think that you just say, well, you got to pay, remember, they don't have the money. I just told you. L.A. Unified, Mac. L.A., just L.A., $10.9 billion. So they can't pay it. So what they've been negotiating is to give people part of what they're owed. But imagine someone retired. My mother is retired.
My mom's
LA
retired.
Unified.
School district also, UCLA.
See? So imagine. And remember, they might be the ones to not get their benefits and only because they're the least likely to sue.
We still have the lotto.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I'm just saying. We can afford the lotto, right? Who's paying for that? Oh, I forgot the people. Damn. My bad.
Well, and they didn't make... So anyway, I wanted to show you that. That's the good news, the bad news, and the other shit. I had to leave with that bad, but I want you to understand kind of what was going on. And now you don't even have to know finance. I said, when I read that article, I said, I understand this.
Yeah.
All I know is that looks like a lot of goddamn money.
Yes.
Anything in the billions. Billions?
Yes.
Yeah.
Student loans suck too. I want to add that.
All right, you guys, that's the good news, the bad news, and the other shit. Going a little long today. It's Michelle. All that nasty.